Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is February 26, 2024. Here's another daily analysis. All right, we had kind of like a choppy day with a very light volume. So volume so far is 49.9, let's say 45 million just traded for SPY, which is S&P 500 ETF. And stock market, I mean like S&P 500, just that came down, downtick, light volume. We don't give it like too much benefit. So we're just waiting for a couple levels. First, we need to see if it goes below this 49.82. So if it goes below this, then we should say this void range bar actually engulfed to the downside, which is going to be a bearish signal for the market. So the first trench is going to be 49.82. And that is kind of like a very, very important coming along with this wide range bar, coming along with this SMA 20 on a daily basis. If it goes below this, I should say market can go all the way down here to $48.40. So 48.40, I should say that's going to be my level here, which is very, very important. So I should say months of March and kind of like this week is going to be last week of February. February was bullish, which I expect. February could be bearish, which I was wrong, obviously. And market just had a good momentum, but I should say March Madness is coming. So when March Madness is coming, we should see some kind of like a downtick uh, dominating the market. Here is a MACD. Look at that. So here's the divergence. And since November, even I don't need to show a price chart. So since November, market is going to go higher and higher, but we are kind of like seeing a divergence. And look at the momentum here. Momentum is pretty dead. So huge divergence here in a MACD. And if you go to RSI, you will see the same thing. So momentum is coming down as well since December. RSI is confirming MACD as well. So when we are seeing some kind of like this divergence is coming to the market and price is going higher and higher, when music stops, I should say everyone needs to be careful because that's going to be the end of the story. Market, we can have like a good correction move to the downside. So 48 to 40, that's going to be my first level to see how market is going to react. But ideal scenario is going to be 46 to 4700. Previously, I was looking for this area, but because market just had nice momentum to the upside, my support level or my corrective level is getting higher and higher. I can't stick to my level when price was here, and when price just shifting here, I show you again the same thing. No, we are dynamic. We are just changing an analysis based on the market nature. I'm kind of like bringing my corrective level. This is going to be the ultimate level that I'm looking at, 46 to 47. Previously, if you just look at my previous video, I said 45 to 46. Now I bring it up to 46 to 47, which is going to be a decent correction. I should say it's going to be like kind of like, let's say 7%, 8% to the downside, which is going to be a healthy corrective move for a market in months of March. Again, April, we can see explosive rally to the upside. And I should say months of April, May, probably choppy. Then June, July is going to be a good bullish momentum. But after July, I should say everyone needs to be careful. We are getting to the election season. We are getting to lots of choppiness coming to the market and kind of like uncertainty coming to the market as well. So Federal Reserve, probably they're going to decrease the rate just because of the bad job number and kind of like a recessionary data. So everything would be kind of like shaky in that environment, but we are still in February. So we will get to those months when we are getting there. Moving on to Nasdaq, which was kind of like a holding up today, better than the other indexes. However, just ended up like a zero, almost a doji bar with a big shadow there. Actually, big shadow, I mean like compared to today's candle. So if we just zoom in here, we'll see kind of like a sellers are taking control right now. This is a Friday session. This is today's session. Still within this wide range bar, even we don't get to the middle of this wide range bar. But I should say if it goes below this, 17,000 area 17,000, I should say 600, then we should see kind of like a bearishness is coming to the market all the way down to 17,200. And that is kind of like a decisive moment for Nasdaq, because this is kind of like a dominating trend since October. And market just, I mean, Nasdaq reacted to this trend line. Even here, it didn't get back to this. Potentially in March, we are going to test this area. If it breaks down, I should say, it can go all the way down here to 16,000 area. So 16,000, which is going to be this consolidation area. And that's going to be a good level. Again, it's coming along with 46 to 4,700 S&P 500. So we will give market benefit of doubt, at least for the bullish momentum, I should say. Keep an eye on this level and we will get back to that one. The same story here, divergence in RSI MACD is obvious, even I don't need to zoom into those indicators, and this is going to be the story. Semiconductors kind of like a holding up for now, so that's why Nasdaq was pretty good. Moving on to Dow Jones, which had a negative day as well. So Dow is coming down 42 points to the downside. Still pretty close to new all-time high. We just hit new all-time high on Friday. We got kind of like a wick candle today. This is forming a bullish consolidation. And if it just consolidates here, believe me or not, we can just hike to 40,000. But again, if we consolidate here, if it goes down like the other analysis that I told you, look at this wide range bar. So if we get below this wide range bar, easily we can go all the way down to 36. Actually, this is 38,000. And 38,000 is going to be decisive, because if it goes down, I should say we can go all the way down to here to test this previous high. So this is previous high for Dow Jones before this breakout. So this is going to be a 36,600. Very, very important level. And I'm thinking of maybe we get there by March before the next rally. Moving on to gold. Choppy day today. So let me just changing to a daily chart here. For gold, we just got into this important resistance area. So buyers are still there, sellers are kind of like getting to this level. They're kind of like saving some targets. We had good move from gold here, this area. This is kind of like a demand area, daily demand area, and also 4 hours demand area. So we had nice hike. So it can go all the way up to here to 2030, 2040. But again, we need to get above 2040. We need to get above this. So this is, I should say, let me just tell you exactly what's the number here. That's very interesting, because if we get above this, I should say this is a 2045. So let me just change this. This is 2045. We need to get above this. If we get above this line, I should say any pullback, it could be a great opportunity for another probable $50 to $55 to the upside to get to this important resistance area, which is 2100. But as long as we are below this, we can see some kind of choppiness. Even we can just go to this area as well, again, low 2000 area. I'm not seeing kind of like a getting to the lower low here. I know some people are saying probably we'll go to the lower low to just go to this double bottom. Not right now. It is going to be a possibility. For sure, it's going to be a possibility, but not right now. So I'm just looking for kind of like a consolidation prior this breakout to the upside. Moving on, let me just save that one there. So moving on to crude, which had a positive day. So crude, nice bullish consolidation here is forming, and still holding up for now. So if you remember my previous video, I said if crude gets below this 74, 76, then we can just test this trend line. If we break, then we are going down all the way 61 to 65. Today, it's kind of like going the reverse, so it didn't go down. So that's why we need to be careful about like our levels. I'm kind of like holding just one share in energy stocks, and I'm kind of like I have a good, decent amount of that one. That's the only one. And I should say the rest, we can go to the upside. Still, it's going to be a possible scenario. We can test this weekly supply area here. So 79 to 80. So 79 to 82, that's going to be a good kind of like um, targeting place for crude. Moving on to individual names, starting with Bitcoin, which had a marvelous move today. So this bullish consolidation break out to the upside, and it's just a go to 54,000 area. So Bit now is in 54, marvelous move. It didn't give us any opportunity to get in. So right now I'm just looking for 57 to 59. If it goes there, make sure just save some targets, save some money, and just make it off the table, because this is going to this important breakout level to the downside. So we are getting to, again, 57 to 59, let's say 60,000. And that's going to be it. For the March, we should see some kind of like a corrective move coming to the Bitcoin, which is going to be a next buying opportunity. Yield is up today, so yield had nice move to the upside. And that's why just to put pressure on gold miners, we will get in a bit. But yield is up, and this means inflation is there. So Federal Reserve chairman's coming with kind of like a hawkish verbiage. So that's why yield is up. Still, it is there. So as long as it is there, we are not kind of like betting on the downside. But I should say that is kind of like the end of the rate hike scenario, and we should see some kind of like soft language from Fed reserves coming probably in April, May. Moving on to Treasury, which has like inverse correlation with yield. Treasury is coming down, and 28 cents, not a big deal. So we'll take it. VIX is coming down just 1 cent. Then it just popped and then coming back down. Still in no man's land. I should say, if you want to buy VIX, I have no problem, especially for a call option in March. You can just take benefit out of it. A Dixie moved to the downside today, coming down to 103.78. Dixie is going opposite way of VIX. Bond yield, which is weird, because usually they are coming along at the same time, working together and going up if they want to go up, going down if they want to go down. But today, kind of like a yield is up, Dixie is down. So that's why gold didn't pay attention to bond yield for now, and just say, okay, probably this is going to be a divergence, and usually divergence happening at the top or at the pivotal point. Magma indicator coming down today, $13 down, continuation of the Friday sell-off. Apple is down today, $1.36 down. Apple is weak. So if you haven't seen my video on Apple, make sure I just put a link here for you for Apple. So this is very interesting. I should say this stock is in danger, and we can see some kind of like a bearish momentum is coming down the road. Moving on to Amazon. Amazon, after news going to the Dow Jones. This is kind of like a buy the rumor, sell the news. And fair enough, we had kind of like a pop, and then even after hours it goes lower. Meta coming down after hours, it goes lower as well. So $2.29, not a bad session still, but I should say rollover is coming. Microsoft, $2.80 down today. So Microsoft, this is a nice head and shoulder here is forming, and pretty nicely, technically, just reacting to this right shoulder. If it goes below, let's say 397, then we can see some kind of like a sharp sell-off coming down to 360 to 365. So this is the area that everyone needs to keep an eye on. But if we can't hold up this area, my ultimate level is going to be 340 to 346, which is going to be a good buying opportunity, I should say. Moving on to Google, which coming down sharply, break through this trend line. So Google is heading to 123 to 126. Netflix, $4 up today in this weekly supply area. Still holding up pretty well, to be honest. This surprised me. And I was expecting kind of like a going to this gap and then coming down. Probably March is coming. Tesla, nice reversal today. Good bullish action. $7.43 up. Again, hitting 200 area, but it didn't get to 200 and recapture it. It just went to 200 and they're coming back down. So 199.40 right now. The only, I should say, strong name, even not that strong compared to the other one, was semiconductor. It's kind of like it is kind of like the history or repetition for the last, I should say, 4 months. Right now, semis are strong. So semis are strong, holding up pretty well in Nasdaq and just to boost the price higher. If semi goes wrong, I should say bloodbath is coming to the market. Right now, as a match today, just closed $1.73 up at 210. Stocks the same pattern, just a doji bar. I should say after yesterday, I mean like a Friday sell-off, it just popped, but it was not a good bullish momentum. It just popped on doji bar, $6.28 up. Taiwan Semiconductor, $1.11 up. It's just going back up nicely. AMD coming down. So AMD kind of like a following. It seems like it doesn't have enough power to go higher. If this bullish consolidation, if this multi-weeks bullish consolidation break to the downside, I should say AMD can go easily to 125. So take it from me. I know it's hard, but it's gonna have like another $50 to the downside potential. So if it goes below this level, if it goes below this level, I should say AMD can easily go down to this area. Nvidia coming up today, but after hours, it's just going down. Nvidia hit new all-time high Friday, sold off, and today didn't have like a continuation. Texas Instrument, 61 cents up, the same pattern here. Lamb Research was a strong, like holding up nice. $10 up today, still pretty close to new all-time high. Moving on to XLF, which I believe everyone needs to keep an eye on this. Yield is up, financials are down. So this is kind of like a pressure on the financials, and I should say financial is pretty close to the correction territory. So XLF, look at KBE, the same pattern here, even worse. KBE can go down to $38. KRE coming down even after hours. This is kind of like a nice H pattern is forming here. So if you just see this one, if we retest this area, this means breakout or breakdown is coming to 40 to 42. So this is getting interesting to watch. Moving on to JP Morgan, which was kind of like a news coming to the market. Jamie Dimon just sold almost half of his position, which he bought since 2006, 2008. And after that, in every single crash, he just bought lots of stocks, JP Morgan, but he sold half of his position, which is a big deal. 150 million, if I'm not mistaken, but this is a lot. Goldman Sachs coming down, the same pattern, I should say. These shadows are screaming the downside is going to be a potential scenario. And this one doesn't have enough momentum to the upside. Bank of America, 31 cents down today, the same pattern. Wells Fargo goes higher. It's kind of like a diverging from the other ones. Moving on to the gold miners, gold miner GDX, 41 cents down today. Bond yield just put pressure on them, but look at the shadows here. Seems like buyers are coming back again. GDXJ, the same pattern here. AEM, a bearish Harami here, 75 cents down. Newmont coming down sharply. So I just see this Newmont is very, very valuable in this price, I should say. Everyone needs to keep an eye on this. I know it is in bearish trend. It is very, very hard to buy this one, but I should say maybe just nibble in. You won't be disappointed for the next 6 months. Franco Nevada coming down today, so 106.83, just closing. Still doji bar, not a good, not a bad. Gold barrick candle was is okay, like holding up. This bullish consolidation can end to another rally. The potential scenario is going to be a $15.60. Moving on to XLE, which following crude here. So it's bullish consolidation here, not a bad session. XOP, 64 cents up. OIH, 73 cents down today. Holding up after this breakout. So OIH nice. Exxon, 41 cents up today. This is a bullish consolidation. It ended up to $110-ish area. And Chevron just coming down after hours. I don't know what happened, but this is kind of like a bullish consolidation, doji bar. But after hours, just sharply coming down. 153 after hours. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes for the next days. All right. I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends and your network if you think that it's going to be valuable for them as well. Have a fantastic evening. See you on the chart. Bye bye.